I do like a sort of a Stone Rosy track sort of thing. They definitely live the Stone Roses, I can tell that. Anyway, it's time to go over to our live guest this evening, Jrowsy. How are you doing, Jrowsy?
Oh, Doc, yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all. So, along with the mullet, you've got a cap on with some silver foil. What's going on there?
Well, I'm here to spread a message.
Ah.
Yeah, so, like, first of all, the Earth is flat. Just got to let everyone know. The government is reading my thoughts right now. Well, it isn't because I've got this on, but you guys are unprotected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rishi Sunak, he knows what you're thinking.
He does, because I post it on Facebook and criticise him quite a lot, really, to be honest.
Yeah. You didn't even need to read your thoughts there.
What's that? I can't remember what that. Signs. Have you seen the sci-fi film Signs?
I've seen clips. It's the one with Mel Gibson, right?
That's the one. Yeah, they sit in the living room with tin-foil hats on, doing an alien invasion.
Because water is the key, isn't it?
Is it?
I think that's what kills the aliens, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is water in the. Yeah. It's quite sort of spiritual in a way as well. Like so. Yeah. It's a good film. One of my favourite sci-fi films. Anyway. Oh, nice. Anyway. Tell me about Jrowsy. How's it all start?
Well, I've been going for like a year now.
Yeah.
Second time on this show. So it's a pleasure to be back. Was here with a band last time, but this time it's been difficult to get that together for various reasons. Being my old drummer was from Derby, so it's too far for him to commute, and then my practice space leaked in the bad weather. I had to postpone it. This show.
That's it. Yeah, we had to put it back a month or two, didn't we?
Luckily, it literally made everything wet apart from the equipment. So the floor, the walls.
Where was you practicing?
It's in. Do you know where Here We Aren't is? The venue.
Yes. Yeah.
It's in one of those units down there.
Yeah.
So, but it's all under control now.
Oh, they got it sorted, have they?
Yeah.
They got dehumidifiers in there.
Yeah.
Excellent. What's the first track you're going to play for us this evening?
Well, I'm just gonna play my new track that's gonna come out very soon. I'm gonna announce it very soon. So.
Oh yes, I must warn listeners that some strange things might happen this evening.
I've just got to get the alien communications device. This is that.
You've had it. MI5 are going to be coming for you now, mate.
Oh, no. Right, that's that then.
We can all read his thoughts now. Stop thinking about that young lady from down the road.
No, I don't think about that.
Well, we can tell you're lying now. The truth is revealed. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And there was one on the bus today you saw.
Here
we go. You can tell the truth, but you can't change all the views. Even utilizing facts, yeah, 'cause they don't. You can tell the truth, but you can't change all the views. When the evidence is clear, they still don't.
Got to stop because my mate's outside.
It's going to be one of those nights. It definitely is going to be one of those nights, I can tell. Yeah. We did have a few technical issues before we started the show with cables and stuff like that. But yeah, we got them sorted. And now he's gone wandering off camera. He did say that some strange things are going to happen this evening, and I did warn the listeners. So there we go. Now his friend's turned up. He was a bit green.
It turns out that my alien.
It's not Kermit the Frog. No, it's not Kermit the Frog, is it?
Hey, your mic's here, sir.
Stop.
This is my mate. I met him.
Can he see out? Can he see properly?
Of course he can. He's a real alien. He's got.
Stop.
He's from Mars. I met him last week.
Ah.
Yeah.
Where does he live on Mars? Does he live underground? Because he can't live on the surface.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to be doxxed. I'm afraid. I can't tell you where he lives. But yeah, I think he's I think he's got other things on his mind.
Is he? He's another one, is he? Sort of like his thoughts are on young women.
EastEnders is on. He's got to head off.
What's up?
Thanks for coming, man. Right.
We've had some strange things happen on the show, but that's one of the strangest, without a doubt.
Oh, excellent. Now set up my real guitar.
Off you go. I think he's going to use that in part of a video clip that he's getting ready to put out on the internet with his new single. This is what I was told, but who knows where it may end up. One never knows, eh? With the internet nowadays. We can hear my squeaky chair. We need some WD-40.
I'm almost ready.
We can't see your mullet properly, neither, with your cap.
Well, I don't like not wearing a cap.
Do you not?
That's part of the costume. That's my everyday costume.
I thought the mullet was, really. Oh, we're off. He's accessing the computer.
Right.
Are you good? Do you want to play a song?
I'll play a song.
Well done.
So this is just my live backing track, so here we go.
Off you go.
Jrowsy. I wanna turn my lights out and just sit in the dark. Don't wanna put my heart down, just wanna block it all out. I'm sick of everyone now. I wanna turn my lights out and just sit in the dark. If I knew why, I'd fix myself to
You need a foot switch on that laptop so you can just kick them on and off as you go along.
What's that, sorry?
You need a foot switch so you can just click into the next track. You know?
Well, I mean, when I do it live, I just let it roll.
Yeah.
But
of course.
we'll have a little bit of conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
So how long does it sort of take you to compose a track, sort of like on your...
well, this sort of like set of songs took about a year to compose. There's like 10. Well, not like on this collection of songs. And then I just keep writing all the time, basically. So I've got some that I cut from this album, but they'll probably be on like the next album because they fit better.
And did you record them all yourself?
Yeah. So let me just move over to the other mic because I remember.
Yeah, you're a bit echoey on this one.
Oh, cool.
That's it. That's better.
Oh, wait, is that better? Yeah. Because I had it set up to start off with, but then once I started singing, I couldn't change it back. But yeah, so I record all the guitar, bass, and vocals, and then program the drums, and then my mate mixes it all for me because I'm not very good at that.
It's not quite hard work, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and then I like to put a lot of effort into my music videos as well. So
Yeah, you've got some good entertaining videos. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that we did earlier can be transformed into something of reasonable quality to put on the social medias, you know.
Yeah. Well, I always find like when you're sort of building your song up electronically,
Yeah.
do you find it's the hardest thing to do is like fit your vocals along into it?
No, I mean, what I normally do is I'll get the guitar part first, and then when I'm writing the vocals, I'll stick it on a loop, and I'll just record me improvising various mysterious sounds and phrases over the top, and I'll be like, oh, that bit was sick, and then I'll have that melody and rhythm, and then I'll go back and like phonetically make it sound nice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like all
fits in together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what program do you use, if you don't mind me asking?
To write, I use Logic.
Logic
and
Pro.
then for live, I can't remember what this is called, Reaper.
Yeah.
So and Logic at the same time, to be fair. So.
And where did you learn all to do this?
To write or to
use Logic and all that sort of thing like that?
mainly just trial and error at home.
Was it?
Yeah.
And YouTube videos?
Yeah, pretty much, and like friends and stuff. So.
Yeah. Because it's quite a complicated program, Logic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I can get like demo quality stuff out of it, but I'm not a producer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're doing it all yourself. That's real punk.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right.
From start to finish, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know.
I'll just say to Will like I can't agree with you because I believe that the least punk thing to do is to claim that you're punk. So I'm not going to claim that.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. That's like a lot of people swear they were at certain gigs, you know.
Yeah.
So there was this great Manchester gig, you know, where all the different bands like the Buzzcocks and different punk bands from Manchester formed New Order, Joy Division, all them sort of members like that.
Yeah.
It was a Manchester Free Trade Hall, sort of like way back in about 1977, and probably the whole place probably only stages about 1,000 people. But there must be like, I don't know, 100,000 people swear they went to that gig. You know?
Wow.
So, yeah, it's one of those things, yeah. So people who claim to be punk very often are not punks.
Yeah.
You know, but you proved you are punk. This is what I say. Punk is a do-it-yourself attitude to things.
Well,
from start to finish. So, yeah, definitely punk.
I'm obliged to disagree just because of what I said. So.
That's all right. What's the next track you're going to play for us?
The next one is called Feel Alive, and it's the first time I'm going to try and play it. Like, usually when I do it on my own without the band, I only play certain parts on the guitar, so I'm going to try and play it all tonight.
Best of luck.
That's the same with like all the songs. Like, some of them I don't usually play, but I'm going to play them all tonight. So
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope so.
Yeah, just ad-lib through.
It's only live, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, of course not. Things go wrong when you're live. That's half the fun of it. Something may go wrong halfway through.
That's true.
Right now, I'm aiming to feel alive, and I'm trying to sleep at night. different songs all I heard. Right now, I feel like I'm half asleep, and the energy's trying to sleep, but it's going so slow. Yeah, we can go out in the snow if you want to, and let everything go. Let's go out in the snow tonight and feel alive outside. I'm feeling so high inside, slow. I wanna feel alive. I've been feeling so high inside, slow. I wanna feel alive. This time I'm feeling uptight. I've waited in line. You won't bump me out this time, 'cause I deny you any chance. Don't try. We can go out in the rain if you want to. I feel exactly the same. Let's go out in the storm tonight and feel alive outside. I'm feeling so high inside, slow. I wanna feel alive. I've been feeling so high inside, slow. I wanna feel alive,
Always like to give a round of applause. Shout out to Michael Day, a shout out to Lily Rowan, and a shout out to Rico Burris. Michael Day comments, great singer, songwriter, I really like him a lot. And Stuart Inger says, hello from Notts, sounding great here. Guys, thank you very much for listening and watching the show. So did you study music at school?
I studied music at university.
Did you?
Yeah. But it was like, it touched on various things, but nothing like too in depth. So it was like a module of like live performance and a module of sound and a module of mixing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, performance has always been my like passion and
Yeah.
songwriting and stuff. So that's the main thing that I
Was you in a band up there?
No, I wrote my own album for the final project of the year. And that was pretty cool because we got to record it in the studio and they had like a Neve in there. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool to be able to use that. Not that I knew what I was doing, but with the help from the tutors, got through it.
And did you come out with a degree? Which is amazing.
I did, yeah. I did.
Which uni did you go to?
Derby.
Derby.
Yeah.
It must have been a great time studying music in
Yeah,
decent sized city.
Met some great people there. I quite like Derby, nice area. So, yeah, made some friends for life. My drummer, when we came before, I met him there. So, yeah.
But does he still come down and do some work with you now and again?
Well, he's my producer. So he stopped doing the live because it's just like it's too far to be worth it.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I still work with him all the
Yeah,
time.
but I suppose you can just ping your tracks up to him, can't you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
So,
that's what people have been doing that anyway. But I mean, over lockdown, that sort of thing really, really increased, didn't it? People
Yeah.
sort of like writing songs and sending them from one to the other,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah. Excuse me. And are you involved in music as in a living? Excuse me, in any sort of way?
yeah, sometimes I do like tour managing and like driving of artists.
Oh, cool.
So the most recent one I tour managed with an artist called Margaret Glaspie.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a week tour around the UK.
Yeah.
I drove as well, and she's the one that inspired me to actually play all my songs live. Because before I'd relied a bit on that riff's a bit too hard to sing and play at the same time. But she recommended that I actually get my stuff together and do it. So that's what I've been practicing for the last month. So hopefully that one went all right.
Yeah, it did.
We'll see.
Well, it's
We'll see
fine.
how the rest go, though. The hardest ones are to come. So
What's this one called?
this one's called The Weather, and this one's got one of the hardest parts in. So we'll see how that
We
goes.
won't be listening for any mistakes, we promise you.
Thanks, man. Just got to start it here so it goes. Thank you.
That was one of your singles, wasn't it? That's a great one, that is.
Yeah, that was one of the singles.
Yeah, it's a great one. Shout out to Aidan Matthews and a shout out to Ross Alexander. Aidan Matthews says, I love Jam, is my favourite being. Ross Alexander comments, cool stuff and guitar.
Who said hello, Jam? You're my favourite being.
That was Aidan Matthews.
Oh, nice, sick. All right, Aidan.
And
I'll play one for you next, Aidan.
Yeah, and he's also comments, I think my favourite thing about Drowsy's music, like he sounds identical live as he does on recordings.
Sick.
Talking about live, you've got a gig coming up. Is it this weekend?
It is,
Down
yeah,
at Here
on
We
Saturday.
Aren't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's with Aidan as well. In his band Good Job Kid, who Will was also the alien, playing with those guys.
Oh, cool.
Also with Mices and Pest. And it's like a...
Is it a Das Capitan? Not Das Capitans, is it?
Socks On.
Socks On Records.
Socks On and Nerve Agency. It's like a versus.
Yeah.
And like that, everyone involved's great. I've not
yeah.
met Mices, but I've seen them live. I'm sure they're great people, but everyone else
Yeah.
I've met, and they're absolutely great.
Everybody in that scene, sort of do-it-yourself scene,
Yeah.
are all great people.
yeah.
All the great crowd, everybody who goes to the gigs there, all up at the Ostrich and that.
Yeah.
They're all absolutely fantastic people.
Yeah, great scene to be a part of. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's amazing.
I think the Peterborough scene's bubbling. It's really, really
It is,
bubbling.
yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
I sort of read sometimes on Facebook, people sort of moan, they say, oh, there's not very much going on in Peterborough.
Yeah.
Well, if you're into live music and underground music, there's stacks going on all the time, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We just don't get the like big artists. You know what I mean?
No,
But
that's
the
fair
underground
enough.
scene's,
But,
like,
but
thriving.
to be honest, I prefer the sort of local music scene to sometimes to
Yeah, so
big
do I.
artists and something like that. Who wants to be paying 50, 60 quid, you know?
Yeah,
It's just way over the top where you can just have a better night with all your friends.
yeah, I fully agree.
You know, so oh yeah, and you've got the what's the name? The barge.
The what?
The barge on the river. Forgot the name of it now. Charters.
Charters.
Yeah, they have a bit of live music down there as well. It's half decent.
yeah.
They're Met Lounge, but they're sort of like a do-it-yourself scene that goes on here we aren't, and up at Mama Lizzie's and down the Ostrich. You know, there's a lot going on all the time.
Yeah,
and lots of great bands as well. So yeah, let's give a big round of applause to all them people.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because they deserve it. People who organise all this stuff. I mean, the guys from Socks On Records, they've sort of created a scene of their own.
Yeah, I know they're like the foot at the forefront of it in Peterborough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, and they're getting people from wider East Anglia as well.
Yeah, legally I have to say that Nerve Agency is better than Socks On though, because that's who I'm affiliated with.
So, yeah. Oh, right. Are they Peterborough based as well, Nerve Agency?
Yeah.
Are they? Well,
Yeah.
I've not heard of these guys. Perhaps they'll send a band on the show or something like that.
We're about to make a big footprint on the scene, man.
Oh, yeah. Rightio.
Yeah.
Are you the leader of Nerve Agency?
No, well, I'm one of the artists on there.
Ah.
I don't know. The other artists aren't from Peterborough, so.
Oh.
Well, one is.
Yeah.
Stray Native, if you know that.
No, not heard of them neither, no. Well, some of these bands I'll encourage them to send the tracks into my show.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, as long as they've got no swear words in them. Just
Yeah, cool.
I can even edit the swear words out anyway.
Yeah.
And reverse them and stuff like that.
Cool.
What's the next track you're going to play?
I'll play. I'm going to play some from my old band.
Yeah.
Because I know Aidan likes this song, and I've been practicing it, and I'm going to play it for him.
This one's for
Right,
you,
nice
Aidan.
comment.
You helped me through this, and I hope that I help you. The loneliness is only temporary, 'cause after I know I got you.
shout out to Wyndham Boxall. He says, where is the gig this weekend? Wyndham, it's at Here We Aren't, which is like a small venue down Goldrich Square. It's at 18 Goldrich Square. Goldrich Square's off sort of Morley Way, and Morley Way's off Shrewsbury Avenue. So it's like there's some small industrial units in Goldrich Square, and that's where it's based. It's great atmosphere down there if you fancy going down. A shout out to Alex Edward Chapman, and a shout out to Ian Congreve. Guys, thank you very much for listening and watching the show. So where can people get hold of your music?
So you can find me on all the streaming platforms. Search for Jrowsy, spelt with a J instead of a D. And then also check out my videos on YouTube. Just type in Jrowsy, and should come up. Put a lot of effort into my videos as well. So yeah, worth checking out.
Some videos are really good. How did you make them, all on the phone?
No, I've got my mate that I work with called Ben Thurlow. He's like professional videographer.
Oh, nice.
And he's got like very good gear. And I go to him with an idea, and he'll know exactly how to like make it look like theatrical, I guess.
Yes.
And he'll like sometimes he'll be like spend about an hour getting the right lens, and he just like, oh, it's taking a long time, but then it comes out and it looks absolutely amazing. So it's worth the wait, and he knows what he's doing. So yeah, I love working with this guy.
You've got some good contacts in, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And the previous song, you got a great video to that one, didn't you? Not this song, but the one before.
Yeah, well, that one I just played was from my old band.
Yeah.
And we're called Sleepy Boy, and that's why I'm called Jrowsy, because this solo thing was originally going to be like a side project.
Ah, I see.
And because I'm called James, I like added Jrowsy and James together.
Gotcha.
And like to do with Sleepy Boy. And that was a song I wrote during lockdown. And yeah, there's a music video for that one as well that we've shot ourselves, which is it's still pretty good to say that we shot ourselves and we don't know how to film videos. So yeah.
Like I say, true punk. And sort of tell me about this sort of persona that you've created for yourself.
So I've got many personas. I've got Bigfoot in a music video.
Yes.
I've got Ghillie Suit Man.
Yeah.
He's in a video. Who else have I got? Well, the Weatherman, and then the Alien. He's been in a few videos. And then so this persona tonight is for a new song that I'm going to announce very soon. Maybe if people come to the gig on Saturday, maybe they'll hear it, like first. So, but I've got this new song. And it's about the truth.
Truth of the flat Earth.
Yeah, the flat Earth. Yeah.
Have you not been on an airplane?
Once I was traveling around America once, and I got an Uber, and the Uber driver, he was like, I told him I was traveling, and he was like, so tell me, James, he's like, when you've been in the plane, have you seen the curvature of the Earth? And I was like, no. And he's like, that's because it's flat. And I had to disagree with him because it was a half an hour Uber journey. And I was like, oh, cool, man. And like, he was just telling me for half an hour why the Earth's flat. And the fact that I hadn't seen the curve while I was in the plane was like proof towards that.
I think you can see the curve if you have a good look.
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
you probably weren't looking for it, so you never took no notice.
Well, it's because it's flat. That's what I believe. So obviously I wasn't looking for it. Yeah.
Even anyway, like it wouldn't really matter because even what we believe or what science tells us today, in 100 years' time or 150 years' time, people would turn around and say, "Well, a bunch of heathens. They didn't know everything. Everything they thought they believed in was totally wrong. They did not know what they was talking about at all.
That's true.
It's like you sort of like get into physics and stuff like that, and you start reading about physics. It's all theory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And quantum theory and
Yeah.
Dark matter, you know what I mean? Dark matter's an invention. That's because they tried to work out the whole weight. Sorry, Jack. They tried to work out the mass of the universe, and there's a load of matter missing. So they said, "Oh, we know what we call that. We'll call that dark matter." But nobody's actually seen it or like got a sample of it or discovered it in any way. So yeah, it's just pretend. Sorry to give you a lecture on physics.
That's interesting. I like that.
Sorry. Next song.
I don't know. Let me check.
I'll do a few more shout outs while you're checking. A shout out to Austin Smith and a shout out to Swami Chandrad. Sorry, Swami, I can't pronounce it. I'm not very good. Let's see if I get that right. Swami Chalanda. Let's try that one. Ian Congreve, he says, really enjoying the set and we'll be at Here We Aren't on Saturday.
Sick. So, Doc, what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear another, like, old band one? Do you want to hear a new well, not new, but a Jrowsy acoustic or a Jrowsy one with drums?
Let's have a Jrowsy acoustic. That would be
Jrowsy
good.
acoustic, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm back tonight, I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're still alive. I hope you've got the life that you wanted to. And now I'm back in town, I might just see you around. Are we still friends or are we strangers now? Strangers now.
Shout out to Lorraine Bussons. Wyndham Coomboxel, he says, Billy Bragg rides again.
Billy Bragg?
Billy Bragg, yeah. Is he any sort of inspiration to you?
I think I've heard someone compare me to him before.
Have you?
But I hadn't heard of him before that comparison.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I can see where that's coming from. Where that's coming from. Yeah. Tell me how you managed to get the sort of sound out of the guitar What sort of effects are you using down there?
So all I've got is a bit of reverb
Yeah.
and distortion, but only when I do the guitar solos I have distortion on.
Mm-hmm.
I like to keep it pretty bare bones because I don't know how to use anything. So
You went to university studying music. What do you mean you don't know how to use it?
yeah, but I like the songwriting and the performing side of stuff.
Yeah.
And then
But you've got to know how to use the pedals to perform.
yeah, I mean, literally, like I practiced 2 days ago, and my distortion pedal broke.
Oh,
And
I
my-
saw that on Facebook.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And my jack
Yeah.
lead broke. And
Oh.
at this point, I hadn't really practiced with the pedal, so I was like thinking, "Oh my god, what am I going to do?" And today, I borrowed my mate's jack lead, and it's really short. And where I practiced, it didn't work out properly, so I had to have the pedals all upside down.
Ah.
So I was like having to step like over the nodules and like press the thing, and I was just thinking like, why am I a musician? I don't know how to do it, but here we are, and hopefully it sounds.
Well,
all
yeah,
right.
there we go. And what guitar is that one?
It is a Revelation TSM. I'd never heard of this brand until I
No,
saw it in a
you got
shop,
me.
and I really like it.
Yeah.
I've like loved it since I bought it, and I've never considered
It's
buying
a bit of a
new
Les.
guitar.
It's like a bit of a Les Paul copy, I think. Yeah.
It's like a telly almost.
Yeah.
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 So,
But yeah, it's a nice sounding guitar anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how long have you been playing the guitar?
I think I probably started learning in year 9. And how old are people in year 9?
I'd say 9, but I know that's completely wrong.
No, I think 'cause you do the 11 plus in year 6, don't you? So it'd be like 11. It'd be like 14.
Yeah.
So I was 14. Yeah.
Did you start yourself, or did you like?
I started myself. I really like this band called System of a Down.
Yeah, great band. Yeah,
and
yeah.
like I've just come to realise that they're a band that just like you can't replicate their sound at all. Like,
No.
they've got such a unique sound.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
a lot of other bands, even if they're kind of like pretty unique, you can like find their sound in other bands. But
Yeah.
System of a Down is like you just won't find that sound like anywhere else.
Well, they're unbelievably tight, aren't they?
Yeah,
for a start.
amazing.
You know, amazingly tight.
I've got back into them recently, and I've just been listening to them non-stop. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, they're a very talented band, and sort of I think what sort of caught on with them is like the sort of hardcore metalness of the songs, but then they've got a singer who sort of sings in an operatic style in a way. If you understand what I mean.
It's a great combination.
Yeah, it's a really, really great combination. You
And
know.
their harmonies as well. Amazing.
Yeah. Are they still together?
Well, yes, but politically rough, basically. It's the way I think it is at the moment with them. So
Yeah. So.
unfortunately, because I've never seen them live.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go and see them. Yeah, because I
But-
mean, just to see them two mental songs that they. One was Chop Suey. What was it?
Chop Suey and BYOB.
Yeah, mental songs. Yeah, absolutely mental
Amazing.
songs. You know, and great videos to them. You know,
Yeah.
when the days of MTV was still relevant.
Yeah.
Not anymore, MTV.
No.
I'm afraid
No.
not. You know. What's the next track you're going to play for us?
Well, how much more time have we got?
We've got 10 minutes left, roughly.
10 minutes, so
That's roughly 3 songs or so.
3 songs? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to just do 2 in a row?
Yeah, go on,
Yeah?
do 2 in a
Alright,
row
I'll do-
first.
yeah, I'll do 2
and
in a
then
row.
do 2 in a row, and then plug the gig again and play the last one. Yeah? How about that?
Everything that I wanted always felt so daunting. I just wanted to feel I was worth something. Everything that I wanted was based on your view of me. But when I step back to see, I wasn't being me, but I'm starting to feel like I could. I'm starting to look how I want. I'm starting to feel confident. I don't feel I've not been myself for too long. I never noticed how to embrace the now. It's bittersweet that I call myself out. I think too much about outcomes instead of focusing on what's right in front. But I'm starting to feel like I could. I'm starting to look how I want. I'm starting to feel confident, and I feel okay. But I'm not in myself for two. I've wanted to feel like I could. I've wanted to look how I want. I've wanted to feel confident for so damn long, and I'm finally feeling good.
Sweet, that was one of my singles called I'm Starting to Feel. And this next one I'm going to play is called Your Plan. Just got to wait for the click to start, because this is the time in my live set where I give myself some time to speak to the audience. So the clicks just come in. Here we go.
You stood me up and set me free. Your plan went wrong. I'm free. You stood me up and set me free. Your plan went wrong. You stood me up tonight. You bound I'm free. Your plan went wrong. You lied to me 'cause you all a lie. You couldn't face letting me down. We'll be gone forever now. You stood me up and set me free. Your plan went wrong. You stood me up but set me free. Your plan went wrong. You called me up tonight to beg to me. You said you changed. I disbelieve. You listed all the things you've done, yet not to better yourself. He's looking to hell, and he's trying to yell, and he's trying to mug me off. It's a shame. I guess I promised to you
got a few more shout-outs. A shout-out to Warren Wright. Shout-out to Tracy Howard. Shout-out to Chris Gardner. Michael Day comments, great hour of music. Loved it. Many thanks. Happy days. Ian Congreve comments, love this song. Got struck by it. It's got stuck in my head after East Anglia 71. And shout-out to Anthony Nottingham. Right, plug that gig one more time.
Sick. So it's this Saturday. Here We Aren't. Starts at 7 p.m, I believe. Tickets, if you go on my Instagram, there's link in my bio to get tickets. And it's me opening, then Good Job Kid, Mices, and then Pest. And they're all great bands. Nice mix of stuff. There's like me, whatever genre this is. And then there's like Good Job Kid that are like Midwest emo. Mices, when I saw them, I'd say they're kind of Weezer-ish. I was a big fan of that. And then Pest are like just angry, basically.
Okay,
So
how much are tickets?
That's a good question. I believe I'm not actually. I'm not going to say, because if I say it too low, people are going to be angry that I'm wrong.
Yeah. I know you can go in on the door, but it's always a little bit more expensive.
I should know this, but sorry to the promoters.
You give it a good plug anyway. What's the last one you're going to play for us tonight?
The last one is called No Cure.
And it's been a great pleasure having you on the show again.
Yes, thank you very much for having me, Doc.
You're most welcome.
I shouldn't know that you exist, but I wanna know now that you said this is so far away, and I have never been. I got no reason though, but I got this loss. Will you be the cure for my horniness? This time ain't dead, but you've got what I want. But I know you're miles and miles away, so I guess that I won't be curing it today. And you stress me out when you say come tonight. It is 1 a.m. and I got work at 5. Feels twice as long when I gotta drive the drive to cure the drive for you. I find. Will you be the cure for my loneliness? This time is dead, and you are who I want. But I know you're miles and miles away, so I guess that I won't be curing it today. No cure today.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jrowsy. Ian Congrave comments, £5 a ticket for Saturday's gig. Big
you.
shout out to Jack and Steve for doing the cameras, and a big shout out to Paul Biggins on the mixing desk.